Welcome to another episode of Clutch Entrepreneurs. Today I got a very special guest. All right, she's an entrepreneur. She's a fitness model. She's a personal trainer, and she's a social media influencer. So my guest today, xoGenMarie.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. I've been following you for a little bit on Instagram, and I've been seeing your posts. So I wanted to invite you on the show so we could talk about some fitness.
Yeah,
And talk about because that's what we've been on lately. So for my fans my viewers that haven't heard of you or anything, can you give them a little intro on who xoGenMarie is, and maybe just a little story on how you got into fitness?
Okay, so I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for the past 2 years. I'm a gym lover. I work out at least 4 to 5 times a week. It's like really important to me. I maintain a really active lifestyle. I'm really into health and just eating well. I'm on a religious journey right now, so I'm really trying to practice like good sides and good traits of everyday life. So that's who I am.
That's real good. So how long have you actually been like in the fitness, like on your entrepreneurial journey? Because I see now you have clients, and that's kind of what you're doing mostly now, right? Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing that for?
For 2 years now. I got my NASM certification in September of 2021. So this coming September will mark my 2-year mark.
Oh, okay. What certification?
My NASM, it's a National Academy of Sports and Medicine.
Oh, you have to actually have a license to do personal training?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. So not anybody can just start making posts and start training people?
Not legally, but hey, if you want to do that, I'm not going to say no.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that.
A lot of people are super knowledgeable in what they do. Yeah. Like I have friends that, know so much, and I'm like, wow, I actually studied that. You just know things so easy. So people could definitely do it.
Really? So I didn't know. So do you have to go to school for that, or?
It's like an online course. It took me about a year to finish. You can always finish sooner or longer. It's at your own pace. But I finished within a year.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, I could have done it sooner, but.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even really know that you had to do that. I thought that as long as you knew what you were doing, you could do it. Because I've had 2 or 3 trainers in the past, and I don't think any of them were certified. But they knew what they were doing, though, so I don't think it really mattered to me.
I mean, you're not going to show your new client or anything. This is my certification, by the way. They trust you already. You trust yourself. You're good.
So are you born and raised here in San Antonio?
Yes, born and raised.
Awesome. So what I want to help people do on this podcast for girls that are trying to start a fitness business, I want to help them with some tips on how they would do that. So let's just say that you're Genevieve 2 years ago. Okay. You haven't started a business yet, and you really want to, this is your goal. So what are some of the first things you do? How do you even get clients? Just starting from scratch.
The first thing I would say to do is try to make sure you're a role model in some way. Be posting your content, even if you don't think it's that good. Oh, it's just a little video or a little clip of me doing squats or whatever. People see that, and then they see you, and they feel motivated by that. So start with trying to be a motivation in that way, or at least showing people this is what I'm doing. So put yourself out there, even if it's just a story, not necessarily a post. I mean, it could be, but if you want to start off with your stories, that'll be good. Just you're showing people I'm in the gym and I'm keeping it up, and they're going to start to develop a trust with you, because they're oh, she does know what she's doing. She's always there.
That makes sense, though. So just because I mean, social media is free. People don't really take advantage of that, right? I do the same thing, exactly what you're talking about. I do that with real estate. Okay. So I literally just show myself at a house, flipping houses and stuff, and I motivate people. And then they're oh, can you show me? Can you teach me? But I don't I'm not a guru or whatever. I don't charge them. But I can see how that would work. And I can see how let's just say if it was me and I wanted to be a fitness trainer, if I just started going every single day, posting, and then people are going to be yo, bro, motivated. I bet you I can get 10 clients quick.
Right? Yeah.
Right? So how much do you charge per client, or what? How does that work?
My prices range from $40 to $60, just depending if you're going to do online or in person. Actually, online is one total charge for the month, but sessions work with virtual or in person.
So what, $40 or $60 a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So $60 a month, and somebody can get you as a personal trainer.
Yeah. For an hour.
Oh, for an hour. Okay,
Yeah.
not a month. Not a
No.
month. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just depending how many days you want to like see me, it'd be that price an hour.
Oh, okay. So it's per session.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So like how many times usually does a client see you in a week?
2 times is average.
Two
Some people
times?
3, most people 1. But I definitely recommend at least 2 because it just like keeps you like, accountable. Like I have to go to the gym. And
Yeah.
you're not only getting that one workout the week and, laying off the rest of the week. You're going to, continuously go. Try to make it more of a habit, especially.
Oh, okay, so that's not bad. I mean, because, yeah, I don't think you can go one time. There you're going to see zero progress one
Yeah,
time
I
a week.
know.
I don't even think 2 times enough.
It's not. But to see me, that's what I say, like average, unless we could do it 3, like that'd be the best for you. But 2, as long as you're trying to go yourself too, like at least 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, I would say like at least 3. That's where I go to my trainer. So I just started boxing training.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And have you ever did boxing workouts, boxing training?
I did like 2 little sessions with some trainers I knew at Davies.
It's next level, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really fun. It's like, oh, that's how I feel. Like, I'm going to go fight somebody now. I can dodge you real quick.
No, because ever since I started boxing training, I'm like, yo, I'd never been this tired in my life. But so like I'm working out with Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were saying we know Ronnie, so he trains pros. So he trains me like a pro, and I'm like, damn, bro, I'm so out of shape. Because like at that end of that hour, I'm like, dead, I'm dying.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of little boxers like start from when they're like 3. Like when I used to work at Davies,
3
I
years
was
old?
always around them. Yeah, there would be like little 3, 5-year-olds, like,
What?
and you can tell those little boys are gonna be like beasts in like 10 years. They're just gonna.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy. So like when you first get a client, how do you like usually start them off? Like, cause you're not gonna go hard with them in the beginning, right?
No, I start them off with like seeing what their body is capable of. So like, let me see you do like basic movements like a squat, or like let me have you do some curls and see where your strength is at. Like, can you do 10s, 15s, 20s? And then I'll kind of like go off of there, like seeing how you're moving and where your strength level is.
Yeah. So like everybody's different though, right? Like literally everybody. Like, do you get like big people? You get like.
I get a wide range of everybody. Yes, men, women, smaller, bigger, skinny, and a lot of times like they want to just kind of like be around like what I'm doing. So they want to like gain weight, or they want to just be maintaining their figure. And I'm just like, yes, I'm so here for it.
Yeah. So like, is there like, do you train guys too or no?
I've trained guys too, yes.
For real? Mm-hmm. See, I don't know. I think I don't know. I'd feel kind of weird getting trained by a girl because I'd be like.
Yeah, I've only done 2 because it's kind of like y'all's strength is just so much different than a woman's. You know what I mean? So I'm over here struggling to even bring you your weights that you're gonna do for curls, and I'm just like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Like it could be like a lot. We're very different with that. Girls are way easier. We also have like the same goals with being, like abs or like, a lower body workout, and guys are, a lot of like upper body workouts. They want to like push the most, and
Right.
honestly, it'd probably be safer to have a guy spotting you than me.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I've had 3 weight trainers in my life, and they were all like super jacked, and I would always be like, damn, bro, like, cause I don't like cause they would make me like want to take all these supplements and all that, which is cool, but like I always was like, I want to do it natural.
That's great.
I don't want to take supplements. I just want to eat right, hit the gym. I'm not trying to like, cause I don't know. I always felt like there's gonna be some sort of side effect down the road.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I don't recommend taking too many supplements. If anything, I take like pre, and at that, like I'll take months of a gap. So my body's not super dependent on it, and I'm not just like running on a caffeine shot. It's not necessarily healthy for you in the long run for sure. As far as like actual supplements though, creatine is probably really good for you. It does help with like muscle growth and
creatine.
really seeing a result. But and everything else, I would stay away from.
So
for sure.
which supplements do you think are like healthy and like they're okay to take? And then which ones would you stay away from?
Creatine and pre-workout. As long as a pre-workout is not like super duper high in caffeine, and honestly, like other things are probably bad in that I just don't know if. So I always try to go for like more natural, options.
And like, what else do you think? Like, is there any ones that you would stay away from? Like, hey, don't do this one.
Steroids.
Oh, I know that one. I know that one. But and the guys that I did do that, and like testosterone, they would like take testosterone.
Oh yeah, like what are you doing? Like
I'm
you're
like,
gonna so regret that in 20 years. Like I
yeah,
know it's cool with you and your friends right now, but
I
some
don't
guys
get
need to
that.
stop. Yeah.
Like I don't get it though. It's just like I feel like I'm
I don't
good.
either. Like,
What does
don't-
it do? Make you stronger or something?
Yeah, stronger, more fuller. We just look a lot, heftier and muscly. I'm just like, it's just so much hotter to look at it in a natural way. Like, oh dang, like he just got that all natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't cheat.
Yeah. And that's the way that's the way I wanted to do it. But I mean, obviously, like if you're like working out with guys that do that, you're like, well, shit, like damn, they're looking,
Yeah,
they're looking better.
and that's where they trap you.
Yeah. And so, I didn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, good.
What? Okay, so obviously steroids and testosterone, but what about for women? What's stuff that women take that you shouldn't take?
Honestly, I'm not too into that, so I wouldn't really know what to say of not to take because I never looked into it too much.
But you don't know like any girls in like the fitness space that are taking stuff or like
No,
you know?
and if they do, they're really good at keeping it a secret.
So is
no
it
one's
mostly
openly
guys?
Told me, yeah, I
Mostly
think
guys.
so. I mean, I know girls are on it. Like if I were to see it, I'd be like, oh well, she's probably definitely on something. But no one's like told me what it is or anything. If anything, the bland answer is always just, oh, they're probably taking steroids. I'm like, oh, well.
Okay. I didn't know. I just like because I know obviously the guys what they take. I don't know if they're like in the girl space. There was other stuff.
No.
Like guys take testosterone. Do girls take hormones? No,
Estrogen?
Estrogen. There you go. I'm just like,
I don't even think. I don't know.
I'm just joking, but okay. So what about protein though?
Oh,
Like,
protein is so important. Yes, definitely want to like make sure you're getting a lot of protein throughout
well,
your day.
I'm talking about like the actual like the stuff that you
like
put
protein,
in,
like
protein
sweets.
powder.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
good for you?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
I take that.
Okay.
I take ISO 100s. They have like such good Fruity Pebble flavors. I mean, it's Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles is the way to go.
Okay, because I didn't even want to take that either. That's how like natural I wanted to be. I was
don't
like, I
think
just
it's
want
unnatural.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah, it's not unnatural.
I don't know where the line is. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, I was just like, look, I'm just gonna eat good. Let me like eat protein.
Yeah,
I
like
eat
chicken.
fish, chicken, meat.
Yeah.
But I don't know about like, I don't know. It just to me it was.
I mean,
like,
not all the time. You definitely don't want to only run on that. You do want to have a more like meatier protein source. Like
I guess
actual
the
meat.
way I saw it, I was always like, okay, well, if my body gets used to this stuff, and then all of a sudden I just stop, then what's gonna happen to my body?
I don't think you would get used to it. If anything, it's like just like filling you up for the moment or getting that extra protein you need for the day in a simpler way than cooking, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just chugged that protein shake on the way over here, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the way I see it, I was just like, okay, what can I like continuously maintain throughout my whole life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I've never done protein shakes. I've never done. The only thing I ever took was creatine, because I like it made me feel less sore. Kind of like I would heal faster. I guess it would feel like. Is that right or no? Mm-hmm. And that's what he told me. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, so do you have any daily routines that you do that keep you on track?
I wake up at 5:30 every morning, Monday through Friday. And so that keeps me on track with the weekend too, because naturally I'm not going to stay asleep for like longer than 8:30 a.m. Even if I'm going to sleep at like 2 or whatever, I'm going to wake up early. And I really like that about myself because it gets me like ahead in the day. I could just finish a lot more than I would waking up later and then feeling upset at myself. Like, oh my God. It's already 11 a.m. Like my day's already passed, and I'm stressing about it. Then I'm on my phone, and then the day really does pass even faster.
And then it's 2:00, and you're like,
yeah,
I fucked up today.
yeah,
I hate that. So you wake up at 5:30 every day,
yes.
and then like, do you have any other routines after that? Do you read? Like, do you do any like meditations type stuff?
I typically
goal
like
writing?
to read and like do journaling after the gym. So in the mornings I have clients, and then I'll have gym time for myself, and then I'll get home, and then the most important part of my day is over with the gym, and so then I can like have that free time to do like healthy habits, which are reading. I've been reading the Bible a lot lately, and just doing like self journaling. Putting my feelings down and, looking at it from a healthy way instead of posting it on like social media. I've learned to stop doing that and, venting to people who are not really gonna who don't really care in the ways that you need them to. You need to care about yourself more. So I like to just talk to myself.
That's super. No, and I think a lot of people don't do that. And I think it's super important. Like I do a lot of journaling, and I feel like that's like freaking like game changer for me.
Yeah.
Like able to like write down what I'm, because like sometimes you just keep everything in and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
And if you make a habit of like having a journal where you just talk like with yourself pretty much, it's a game changer.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm glad you found that out.
Yeah.
Because I know you learned the hard way then because of what you said. Like you tell people stuff and they ain't even the best for you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially posting it on, like, I used to have a Facebook years ago. I haven't gone on Facebook in a long time, but I was the person to write a whole like 7-line paragraph of my feelings. And I was like, what am I doing? Like,
oh, really?
This is embarrassing to myself, and family's on here and I'm just over here venting. Like, what am I doing that for? Like, it's so unhealthy to do, or even to give that one person a phone call who you think is like looking out for you. And in the end, they're going to throw something in your face. Like, it's like 2 years ago. What are you talking about?
That's the worst. I hate that. That's the worst. Like, I don't do that anymore either.
Yeah.
Because I remember doing that and that exactly happening.
Yes. Can't trust them.
So that's cool. So, man, you wake up early, 5:30. Do you have to do that? Like, did you read a book or something to get you up so early? Or is it just some sort of like productivity thing?
No, I have a daughter, so I do got to make sure she's, in school with a full stomach. Breakfast is very important to me. So it's very important that she eats a nutritious breakfast along with me, getting her lunch ready for the morning and making sure I'm fully dressed and done up for my day to be started after I drop her off. Because there's no going back home and doing that and then, delaying my morning. I like to get everything done in that aspect ASAP.
So, like, you go to the gym right after you drop her off?
Yeah.
And then
I'll
you
start with clients,
clients?
and then I'll start with clients first, and then I have the time for myself.
So, like, what time's your first client at?
Around 8. I like to get it done like right after I take my daughter to school.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And so, like, do you have like a certain goal, like what you're trying to make every month with your fitness business or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely do. My goal is Dubai next year. So, that's going to take a lot of planning and just being successful at what I do. But I think having a big goal is always important because that just is a continuous motivation. And like, okay, I have to do this. Like, I have to get myself here. Like, what am I going to do? Like, it's not going to fall into my lap. So always keep your goals big.
I agree totally. Like, well, I always tell people, like, I was at a conference the other week, and one thing they told me was they asked me a question. They said, how do you stay focused, right? Like when you got a lot going on. And what I told them was that you have to make your goals big. Like you have to make your goals huge, like uncomfortable. And when you do that, you're forced to like focus and you're forced to like get creative and like stretch yourself and be like, well, how am I going to do this? And so that's huge. And that's what I told them because I feel like when you're complacent, you just get lazy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I told you, I was a little late for this podcast because I was at a new office that we're opening up and it's like double this square footage. And I got to hire like all these people. And it's like, that's part of having a big goal. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't sleep at night. Like, fuck. Like I'm stretching out, how am I going to pay for all this shit? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
But then I tell myself, but you know what? At the end of everything, I find a way. And so do you.
Yes.
And so does everybody watching this.
Yes.
Like, if you're watching this, have you ever not came through for yourself? I doubt it. Like, if you had a big problem, like, fuck, how am I going to come through with this cash for this or that? And then, did you do it? Yeah. So, it's crazy. It's like something about our brains that it works as a human. Like, you're just going to figure it out.
Exactly.
So make the biggest fucking goal you possibly can. But the thing is, put yourself in position to have to do it now. And watch yourself freak out.
There's no choice but to figure it out. Buy those tickets. So you have to pay for them.
Exactly. Exactly. Like you want to go to Dubai, right?
Yes.
So have you figured out how much it's going to be to go to Dubai?
No, not yet. But I know
I bet you it's not that bad.
I want to enjoy my time fully. I want to go ride a camel. I want to do everything.
That sounds looking badass.
Yes.
So like I bet you it'd probably be no more than like $5,000.
Really?
For the whole trip? Yeah,
I
bet
bet you
you.
a lot more.
Nah. Plane tickets probably going to be like $1,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let me shoot the bar a little higher then.
Okay, Italy. Dubai and then Italy.
Right.
So at 60, so you were telling me that you charge about $60 an hour. So that's good money. I can't think of a lot of people that make $60 an hour.
Yeah, it is really good. I love it.
You'd have to go to school for a long time to make $60. And even then, I don't think you make $60 an hour.
Yeah, except for these doctors. Oh my goodness. I got into a car accident in December, and I recently got the bill, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how much for what? Like, they are balling.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. So like, okay, I'm gonna do some math. I'm not saying this is what you make or whatever, but I'm just saying for the people that are watching, if you're charging $60 an hour, if you do 8 hours a day, wait, $60 times 8 hours a day, that's like $480 a day. And you can do that probably if you like really put your mind to it. You can fucking do that. That's a lot of work though. But that's $480 a day. That's a lot of money. That's probably what you're making in a week.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, no offense. And then you do that times 4. Oh shit! Wait, 480. I'm just doing some live math for y'all real quick. 480 times, let's just say 5 days a week because you can have the weekend off. Damn, that's $2,400 a week. That's a lot of cash. That's good. Not many people make that. You do that in a month, it's 10 grand, 9,600 a month.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's all about how much you want to put into it, how much you want to work, how many hours you're willing to sacrifice. I would definitely have a larger time to train. But I do have a daughter, so sometimes my days do have to be cut short for her, especially with a lot of gyms. Since the pandemic, not having a daycare anymore is super annoying because most people have Golds or most people have like a Planet Fitness. And I think the only Gold's gym, or not Gold's gym, but gym, like box gym that has a daycare is LA Fitness.
Oh, yeah. I think Lifetime.
Lifetime? No, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got like a freaking nail salon and a
Oh my
hair.
goodness.
Like they got everything.
I've
over
only
there.
worked out there once, so it
That's
was with
where I
a
used to go.
friend. I didn't get a tour of it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would go there for a little bit, but I have LA and Golds, and then now the boxing thing.
Oh yeah. So you're going to Davies?
No, I go to Leja.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's like right down the street. That's where Ronnie's at.
Nice.
Shout out my trainer Ronnie if you're watching this. But 90. Okay, guys. So go back to the number because I know everybody wants to make some money, right? If you're watching this podcast, you probably want to make some money. So 9,600 a month, but that's kind of unrealistic, right? That's like 8 hours, 8 clients every day.
Yeah, it's definitely a little unrealistic because you, as an entrepreneur or like working alone, it's like I enjoy having some times of like free time.
Right.
But obviously that's where like the hustler mentality needs to come in. Like, well, if I really wanted to, I could apply myself for these full 8 hours. But
Right.
sometimes it's like,
I want to chill.
I want to chill or I want to work out for myself. Because if
Yeah.
I was to start my day from 8 to 5 or like 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's the reason I don't work like a 9 to 5 job because I don't want to put that many hours into it. It's definitely, I don't feel healthy for you. You need to have like that free time. You need to, stop and smell flowers.
Right. No, 100%. I agree with you. But then you run into maniacs like me, and I'm a fucking maniac, and all I want to do is work. And I wake up, and when I leave my house, I don't go back till like about 8 or 9 o'clock, and I've been working all damn day. But I love it. Though. I love it. I don't have kids.
Okay.
I don't have a wife.
Well,
so
see, then that's
I love this
super
shit.
doable. Everybody should do it. If
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
got no kids, and there's no reason
No, but
you're not to be doing nothing.
but why I say this is because they're both okay.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly fine to think like what you want. That's because life is life. If you want to be a fucking maniac and just think about all this success and stuff, but it's cool also to be the other way and be like, hey, I'm still gonna work for myself and make a good amount of money and enjoy my life.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Because I might regret it. Who knows? At the end, I'm like, damn, I worked my ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all in like what you want to do, right? Where the fuck was I going? I was going somewhere with this. Oh, yeah. So the 8 hours a day might not be, but even if you do 4 hours a day, that is not much, guys. That's working like part-time. That's working 4 hours a day. That's nothing, right? That's like you have a lot of time to yourself.
Yeah.
So 9,600. I'm just doing some math for the people. So half of that, you can still make $5,000 a month working 4 hours a day. Where are you gonna do that at? Nowhere. That's crazy. So like I like this business model, and not only that. So I'm thinking like, okay, so you got to start thinking outside the box. So I'm just thinking like it's an entrepreneur show. So I'm like, okay, you have so many options now. Like with online, you can like so now you're a fitness trainer, you're an influencer. You can come up with plans and start selling those.
Oh, that's what I do.
Boom, there you go. So now
Yeah.
you're making extra. How does that work?
So it's my online program. So I have all of my clients within an online app that they can get on their phone, their iPad, whatever. Within it is a calendar. Every day I set in workouts for them, along with like what kind of cardio activity they're going to do for how long. And then depending on the day, I ask them like what their weight is for that day, and like weekly check-ins to see how they're doing with the whole program, and just keeping an eye on how they look. Progress pictures go into the calendar too. But with the exercises are all like video description. So like there's no reason to not understand how to do it, because not only am I like vocally like telling you, I'm also like demonstrating on the machine or with whatever
Really?
equipment we're using.
So you like in the app, you're like doing it?
Yeah, either it's me or it's somebody else.
Okay. Dang, that's cool. See,
Yeah.
and you can just sell that. And then now all of a sudden, guys, you're an entrepreneur and you're not trading your time for money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, boom. And then, like, you can do probably group ones too.
Yes.
You could do all sorts of stuff to make your money grow.
Yeah.
Merch. You can sell merch.
That's definitely a future goal of mine, is to have merch and to have like an actual app that I develop with fitness.
Okay. And do you know, like, do you know what that would take? Like, because that sounds cool as shit.
No, I don't know.
I would
what
like
it
to create
take
my own app
yet.
too.
But I want to like get with somebody who knows how to like make apps, so that way, one day I could just go over it all and
Or
have my app.
maybe you don't even need an app. Maybe you just need like a website.
Well, I think apps are just so much easier for everybody because we're not always going online for something.
Yeah.
Usually we're just clicking on the app.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And then it also just holds everything together within it. So like organized.
Yeah. I think nowadays it probably wouldn't be too expensive. I feel like it's like everybody can do that. I mean, I don't know personally. I've never looked into apps, but I would want an app too.
Yes.
That sounds cool. All right, so let's talk about what everybody doesn't want to talk about.
Okay.
Fucking dieting.
Oh, let's talk about it.
I hate dieting. So for like a guy like me, right? I love to eat. That's like the highlight of my day.
Me too.
I love to go to eat, to go to lunch, to go like that's like literally the highlight of my day.
Waking up, I'm already thinking like I want breakfast.
Yes.
What am I eating?
Exactly. As soon as I wake up, I want to eat. I work hard all day. I want to eat. It's good, and then I want to it's all highlight of my day. So for somebody like me, how could you get me to enjoy a diet? Because I really like to eat.
So the first thing would have a goal set for yourself. So it's already implanted in you. Like, I want to lose X amount of weight, or I want to gain X amount of weight. So how am I going to get there? And then go off of it that way. If you got to like lose some or gain some, everyone has a BMI. So we need to be like eating like what's within that range, how much protein we should be getting, how many calories we should be getting in, how many carbs, everything. So keeping track of it, because as long as you want it, you're going to be strict with yourself, I would hope.
Yeah.
And if you can't, then I always say out of sight, out of mind. So if you don't want to be eating cookies and ice cream, don't buy it. And if other people in your house have it, try to put it in like the back of the fridge or the back of the pantry so you just don't see it. If you don't really have that kind of self-control yet.
Yeah. Because, so like, is it bullshit then? Because like, like some diets are like, oh, you can eat whatever you want as long as you do these exercises or as long as you eat in moderation.
Sometimes I would like to have said yes, but I think recently I did indulge a little too much, and I was still going to the gym and everything, but I was kind of eating like anything I wanted. And I think it did get a little out of hand, and I could definitely see it like affecting me. Like my body was not the same anymore as far as flat of a stomach or whatever. But I have fixed it.
Okay.
But during that time, I did realize, okay, no, I can't just eat anything I want at any time. Like,
okay, so like if you were to tell me, like if you're my trainer, what do I have to stay away from? Like I cannot eat this.
I would say sugar. Try to stay away from as much sugar as you can. Sugar is just really bad for you all around, and gaining weight, and even leading to acne and just, dehydration. Like, it's just not good for you.
Really? But everything has sugar.
Yeah, but you want to like see how much has too much sugar.
Okay, so like
ice cream.
So like what? Okay, well, like what would I have to stay away from? Like the main things that have a lot of sugar, like soda, obviously.
Oh yeah, soda's not even a question.
Sweet tea. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like for somebody like me, like
soda. Stay away from soda for sure.
For sure.
Soda's so bad for you. They could literally scrub a toilet with a Coke, and it's cleaning it. They could put like gross. It's crazy.
Okay.
It's like acid in your body. Why would you want to do that?
All right, so soda.
Yes.
Number one. What else? Like
me,
top
like
foods.
Cakes, like frosting, like really processed food, anything that's just like Oreos that have a lot of artificial flavors. So like pastries and candy like says artificial flavors. You can look for the main ingredient is red 40, yellow 6, I think it's blue 4. Those are like the top 3 color additives that are like super bad for you. It leads to kids having a lot of ADHD.
What?
It leads to just like diabetes and cancer. Like they're super cancer leading.
What is it again?
It's called red 40 and yellow 6. They're like food colors and your like candy and pastries.
Really?
And everyday things like hot Cheetos, you know, some juices that are like super red. They're red for like that color. It's the additive. It's actually banned in Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
And they give it to us.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Not looking out for you, so you got to look out for yourself. You got to look into it.
Damn. Okay. See,
Yeah.
this is shit I don't know about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit. I'm gonna look into that. I'm definitely gonna eat that.
Everybody needs to. Promise. It can actually like reverse it. A diet from that. And it's been studies in kids where they took off like foods that had that red 40s and those kind of like additives, genetically like GMOs. They took it out of their diet and it kind of like reversed like that ADHD and anxiety within them.
Anxiety.
Yes. Like they feel like they have to like have it. It gives them like, it's like addiction too.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't know that. So how do you know if it has it?
You just look at the ingredients.
So it'll literally say on the back
Red 40.
Red 40.
Yeah.
Shit, damn, she just dropped a bar. I didn't expect that one. All right,
Yeah.
so all right, guys, look on your food, red 40.
I mean, look at your whole ingredient list. I mean, there's no reason it should be like that big bulk of a paragraph for one little bar.
That's
so
true, though.
when one day if you're bored, it's a fun, not really fun activity once you Google these ingredients, but pick the top 3 that are just like, well, how do you even say that word?
Don't
You can't
eat
really
that.
pronounce it. I promise you, it's probably bad for you.
Damn. See, I don't see, like, I'm like probably your average American. Like, I don't read anything. I grew up on fast food.
Oh,
Like, you know what I
terrible.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not even my fault.
I know.
Like, I used to want McDonald's. Like, you know, Mom, give me some
My
McDonald's.
parents too.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's all of us though, right?
Yeah, no,
I mean,
for sure.
I've been eating Happy Meals probably since I was like fucking
They are
5.
so good, but I did actually let go of McDonald's like years ago.
No, I don't. I hate McDonald's now.
Yeah, no.
It's gross.
It is. Taco
Yeah.
Bell too. Like
Yeah.
all of that's actually really bad for our stomach for a reason. I don't think it was just messing it up because we just couldn't handle it. I think it was messing us up because it's chemicals and processed and
Yeah.
just so
I
many
never
other
ate Taco
reasons
Bell.
that you barely
Yeah.
figure out as an adult like me. Like it wasn't really up until like 3 years ago that I really became hard on myself with this and trying to like tell other people everything too. So I really do appreciate this opportunity because
Yeah.
it could help a lot of people.
No, for sure. Like you dropped a bomb, a diamond earlier. Like I didn't know what that was. Never heard of it. I never heard about giving people ADHD and anxiety.
Yeah.
It makes sense though,
Yeah.
because a lot of people suffer from anxiety right now.
Yeah.
and
And a lot of
depression
kids
and all that stuff.
have ADHD.
And you know what's funny? Because like I don't really study diet or exercise or any of that. I'm more like into business and stuff. But when I do listen to it, and I hear people like they'll be like, if you're suffering from anxiety and depression, which is huge in America, I don't know in the world, but it's huge in America. A lot of people suffer from both of those things, and they say like you don't need pills. You need to change your diet and you need to exercise
Yeah,
and you need
for
to get
sure.
sun, and that's how you can cure those things.
Take your vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
take
like,
care of yourself.
I'm like, damn. So it's not a mental thing then?
I don't think so. I think that a lot of it does have to do with our foods and what the media puts out, like, you know, that you need to like drink or do drugs to, you know, cope with all those things.
Yeah.
And really that just makes it worse in the long run.
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
want to just maintain like that healthy lifestyle and do things that are right for you. And then you're going to naturally just feel better off that. You're not going to wake up with a hangover. You're not going to wake up like, what did I do last night? You're going to wake up and be like, I feel great. I'm so ready to take on my day. Like,
Yeah.
let's get in these 2 eggs and toast and sausage and go, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I was, but that blows my mind to me then, because it's like you would think anxiety and depression are mental issues, right? Like, because it's like your thoughts and stuff. But if they're telling you the cure is diet, what you eat, and exercise, then is it really mental or is it like a fucking chemical?
I think it could be both.
You know what I mean?
And chemicals.
I think it's your energy, because I notice like when I eat real bad, my energy's like, it's
Yeah.
like all the way to the bottom. But when I eat good and I exercise, then like I got an abundance of energy.
Yeah.
And just those two like levels of me are two different people.
Yeah.
Like one of them is just happy and like, oh, I want to do shit. And one of them just like sad and I want to go to sleep all day.
Yeah.
So damn, I guess that stuff really is that
Yeah.
important.
I mean, if the food is also like really processed and just makes you feel like sluggish, then that's going to put a big drain on your energy. You're going to feel tired. You're not going to feel motivated. You're going to feel just like gross, you know? So.
Okay, so we got sodas. Number one. So don't like be like, hey, everybody should know that because like for the average no I'm just saying because like the average person like me, like maybe we don't know. I'm just saying like talk to us like we're some kindergartners, all right? Okay. So sodas, all sweets. So like pastries, desserts.
Not all sweets. I mean, because I'm actually a sweet lover. I love cookies. I love donuts. I love it all, but.
If you're trying to lose weight, though.
If you're trying to lose weight, for sure, stay away from it. You know what I mean? It's carbs are what makes you like. It's a big thing in gaining
so carbs.
Weight. Yeah. Carbs.
Do you recommend like a keto diet?
I don't know too much about a keto diet, honestly.
Because I mean, what a keto diet is like they say no carbs.
Oh.
No carbs. But then what I hear is when people get on these diets, they have no carbs and they lose a lot of weight real fast, right? Because you're not eating no carbs. But once they start eating carbs again, they get it like double real quick.
I mean, I think carbs are essential. You know, you don't necessarily need to like drop them as a whole, but it is wise to limit it. Mm-hmm. But I don't really like diets like that just ban something completely because your body does need it.
Yeah. See, and that's what I think. And it doesn't make sense because like I said, they start eating normal again and they get fat again.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to actually cut out carbs for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. You're going to see someone with bread and want some, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I think like you said, we need it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we talked about so basically sugars. Stay away from sugars and
soda, processed food, GMOs. You always want to look for things that say non-GMO on it or try to eat it as much of like an organic diet as you can.
What is a GMO?
Genetically modified organism. So they're actually like sprays that people like spray on crops, or they put it in foods to just like keep it either fresh for longer or just keep it like looking different, looking bigger. Like it's basically just chemicals in your food to make it look ideal. But they're all bad.
But how do you like know something has that though?
It says it.
It says it on there?
You need to look for things that say non-GMO. It's like a little corner like symbol. It has like a flower on it. It's white on top, green on the bottom. It's a circle. And it says non-GMO.
Okay. Shit. See, these are things that like I don't think normal people know about.
Yeah, so also when you start limiting things, like when you're only getting things that say non-GMO, you're only getting things that are organic, it like everything else is not an option anymore. Like my poor daughter, we go to the grocery store and she's like, I want chips. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you can look at this section right here because it's like the organic ones. And then she immediately turns to the whole rest of the aisle. That's like so many options, but too many options will make a tyrant. They're not all good for you. All of those are actually not good for you. You know, the ones that are going to be the least, you know, put out there and advertised, but they're the best ones for you and your body.
That's crazy how that works, right?
Yeah. It's all just to get your money. They put, you know, a wrapper on the bag and people are going to buy it. But
marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like, damn, but why are we like that? Like
because the world revolves around money, which is such a bad thing, but it is. And, you know, that's just how it is. They're not looking out for the best of you, so you got to look out for the best for yourself.
Damn, no, but it's just like, why do I want Wingstop when I know it's bad for me? Why
does taste so good, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, why is it like that? Why does everything that's bad for you taste so good? I hate that.
I know, I hate it too. And that sauce is so good.
So do you eat anything like that, or you completely cut it out?
Of course,
I do. Okay. You're normal. You're human.
I'm normal. I promise.
Okay.
Like I know I have a really strict diet, but that's mainly just what's at my house. But if I do go out, which I do like to go out and eat, I'm not gonna be like, "What did you make this with? Is it organic?"
Okay.
No, I'm gonna eat. I love to eat.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you're human, because like you know what I mean. Because I've tried to diet so many times. And, I mean, we all know the basics. I know the basics, right? So it's like proteins, chicken, fish, meat, right? Not fried, cooked, grilled. And then vegetables.
Yeah.
And fruits. Rice. I don't like rice.
Water.
That's it.
It's so basic, yeah. But, I mean, you can, like, freak with it in so many ways. You can add so many different vegetables, bell peppers, seasonings, like, make a good dish. Just chill.
Yeah, because I see like I used to have like some not bodybuilders, but some heavy workout guys in here in this office, and they'd bring the same thing every day.
Discipline.
I was like, damn, that's horrible, bro.
Yeah, but they feel so good. They feel what? They feel full, but in a healthy way, and they know they're fueled for that workout later.
They didn't look happy to me, but
I come in here. Know how to cook some chicken.
I come in here with a smile on my face. It's fucking Wingstop. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. If y'all eat healthy and you got that discipline, all the power to you. That takes a lot. Discipline is key, and this is discipline.
Discipline is key, especially when it comes to the gym and wanting to go work out. Not all the time are you motivated. Not all the time do you feel your prettiest or your best. But once you're done with that workout, you're gonna feel 10 times better. You just gotta get there.
No, 100%. Okay, so we talked about diet. We went on a little rant, and I think y'all learned something because I didn't know about the red 40 and the yellows and all that. I didn't know about GMOs. So I did learn something from this podcast.
Great, I'm so glad.
Thank you very much. So I'm
Please
definitely
tell everybody else.
For my future kids, they're not eating red 40.
Yeah, take those Takis away. Hot Cheetos away. It's not good. Twizzlers, bad.
Damn, everybody likes hot Cheetos and Takis though.
Yeah.
In San Antonio, we're from San Antonio.
I know. I used to love eating hot Cheetos too, but.
What about Big Red? I love me.
Oh
a Big
my
Red.
gosh, yes, that's a
very bad thing.
That's red 40.
It's red 40.
Anything that's red. Basically.
Fuck. That's my favorite color.
A fun fact also is like anything with shellac, like hard candy, like M&M's, Skittles, is actually this bug in Africa. It's a shell of them. It's a shellac. Just Google shellac and shellac bug.
I just ate a bag of M&M's yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
How disgusting. What'd you say? There was a bug?
It's a bug. It's called shellac.
What?
It's like resin, shellac resin. If you Google it, it's a bug.
So
it's
an
like
M&M is a bug.
Like the shell of it is a beetle.
What? God, man. See, that's why I don't like to fucking learn about these things, because then you're like, now I can't have M&Ms. Damn.
I know, right? But I mean, you can.
No, in the good way.
You can have it sometimes not all the time when you think about it. Yeah. Until you think about it, then you eat one and you're like, okay, I'm done. Oh, but that also helps, with the diet, because you're like, you want to stay away from it for more reasons.
See, this is why I don't look into things. Now, Big Red. I love Big Red. Cutting it out.
Coke, done.
All right. So we talked about all that. So okay, I want to ask you something though. Like, have you had any any crazy training stories, like with some of your clients? Anything crazy going on?
I did. I had a recent a client last month when I was working at a box gym, because I'm a freelance trainer, but I did give a box gym a try. It lasted about like a month, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna only get this amount of money and be dealing with any type of clients. Like, what I really like about being my own boss is being able to like determine like who I'm taking on, and if we mesh well or not, because I could easily say like yes, or I don't think our schedules are going to work out for whatever reason. Anyway, I had this client, and she'd always come in either like drunk or high, be super open about it, be like, I just drank 2 glasses of wine, I just like smoked a blunt over here, which I'm not against any of those things. Do what you're going to do, but like, you have a specific hour for me. Like, don't come trying to work out and be like not even able to like stand up. You're pushing my time, you're pushing your own time, and you're not making great decisions. Like, she'd walk off when I'm talking to her, like mid-set, just randomly, just walking away from me, just not listening to me, just cutting it short. It happened so many times, and she was just a handful to deal with. And yeah.
Dang.
I did not enjoy that.
She would come drunk and high?
Yeah. At the same time. It'd be like 9 in the morning. I'm like, what are you doing?
Dang, that's crazy. Why would you go that kind of defeats the purpose.
Pick one.
Yeah, that defeats the purpose. What about being like a social media influencer? What good and bad does that come with?
So I really do enjoy, having a high audience, because I like to give out information or things that I'm super into, to them to see. And so I do like value that. Like, if I want to post something about God, if I want to post a Bible like page that I'm reading, I do enjoy being able to post that, even though not too many people actually like it, which is kind of like sad. I get like 3 hearts out of like 400 people who just saw it. Like, at least at least I'm putting it out there, at least I'm showing what I'm believing in and everything. If I'm at a park, I hope to inspire people to go outdoors and go to a park too, go run, go get a hike in, if I'm at the gym, just like showing healthy places that I'm at and hoping that people follow me in that way.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, right? Like how when you post positive things, it doesn't get no love.
Yeah, exactly. But then, the moment that you're out drinking, it's like everyone's here rooting for you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of weird.
you need to stop. Don't root for me with this.
Yeah. So, what are your plans going forward with your fitness journey, with your fitness training?
My plans going forward, to continue it. I do enjoy training people in person, but ideally, I do see myself more on the online side within the next year or years to come because I don't ever want to stop. Like I said, I want to get that app going, so I hope to put all my courses and everything within that app and then just generate it from my phone. Or a good idea that I've had is like maybe being a celebrity trainer like one day, just being out there and training like my favorite. Actually, I'm not into celebrities like that, but like a higher, person charging like $200 an hour. Like that'd be great. Those would probably be the clients I'd keep in person.
Oh yeah, for sure. Why not? Cool. So like, guys, I learned a lot personally from this podcast, and I hope you did too. And like I said, we're trying to get you the best possible people we can in their field, in their craft, to help you learn about, pretty much anything you want to learn about. So today we had Genevieve, a fitness trainer and entrepreneur. So guys, I hope you learned a lot. And if they want to learn more, where can they reach you at?
They can reach me on Instagram at xoGenMarie Fit. I do have a Facebook, and I'm not on it that much, but I am on TikTok and Instagram.
And is TikTok the same thing?
TikTok, I believe, is xoGenMarie. Everything's on my link tree within my Instagram, though. I have a little profile that you can just click and see everything.
Okay. And XenMarie, or the one on Instagram, how do you spell that? Because I know it's like different. It's like
it's ITSGENMARIE.
There you go. All right, guys. So do you have a YouTube?
I don't, but I really want to get into that actually, because I really enjoy doing TikTok videos and just like talking, So one, I do want to get my own podcast. I actually do have my own podcast. I just haven't released any videos yet. I released one and deleted it. I was like, that could have been better. So I want to get into YouTube too.
All right, cool. So you definitely should. It's a great channel, and it's definitely a good way to get your brand out there more.
Okay, great.
So yeah, guys, I hope y'all like this. Now you know where to reach XenMarie. You know where to reach us at TikTok, YouTube, Instagram at JR Clutch. And I hope y'all like this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay clutch.